here with my Build-A-Page number 1. I'm also scraplifting Christy. As you can see, I'm showing you her gorgeous layout that I absolutely fell in love with because it is May I Scraplift You month. So I figured I might as well combine all of my layouts this month with a scraplift as well. So I'm going to go ahead and scraplift Christy because she is part of the Build-A-Page series. Every day I'm going to scraplift one of the ladies from the series. So Christy, you're up first with this first page. Her layout, I just love how she really focused everything in that center. Now hers is going horizontal across her page, but everything is kind of right across the center of her page, and she has all these beautiful layers and lots of little tidbits and things tucked in all over the place, and I just absolutely adore that. So with this paper that I have, I thought I really want to bring all of the focus directly to that rainbow, keep everything right in the center. Mine is obviously oriented the other way, so my center is going vertical instead of horizontal. But yeah, that's really what kind of jumped out about Christy's layout, and I've had that one tucked away for a while since she did it actually and posted it because I knew I wanted to scraplift it. So I thought this was the right kit to kind of bring those two things together. I definitely don't go as layered as she does, so I'm gonna have to do another scraplift of this layout, I think. Because as I started putting it all together, you can see here, I'm kind of putting all of these layers together, and then I was thinking, oh no, the bigger my layers get, the more I'm going to cover up the gorgeous background paper. And so I kind of held myself to a little bit of restraint here just to make sure that the, beautiful background actually does show, because this paper is so stunning. And so that background paper is actually from 49th and Market. Actually, now that I say that out loud, am I saying that wrong? Is it 49th with the TH and Market, or is it 49 and Market? Because I don't think you ever see the TH there. I'm not really sure. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it is just supposed to be 49 and Market. In any case, that's who created that beautiful paper. It's from the Sherbert collection. I was able to grab a few pieces of that collection, and I'm just so smitten with it. I love it. And so I knew I wanted to include at least one of the papers in my Build-A-Page kits for this month. And I started with that one because I think it's my favorite. And so all of the 6x6 papers that you see me layering, using to create all my layers, those actually come from Fancy Pants, from a really old collection, their Happy Place collection. And I just adore that paper pack. It's textured. I love the colors. I love that they had lots of fun patterns, but then they also put a bunch of solid papers into at least the 6x6 pad. I can't speak for the 12x12 papers. I'm not sure, but I would imagine it was probably the same thing. But yes, I just adored those papers, and honestly, they matched. They worked really well. You can actually see me building my kits in a couple of videos that I posted at the beginning of the week. Did I already say that? I don't think so. Sometimes when you get going and you're doing a voiceover, you just start talking and then you forget if you've already explained something. So I don't think I have though, but yes, those videos are up. So I'll leave the links for you, and you can go and check them out. But I basically grabbed that paper. I grabbed all those Fancy Pants papers out of the 6x6 pad, and then I added a few of the little ephemera pieces that I got also from the Sherbert collection. So these pieces that I'm working with now, these big tags, those are from the chipboard. I don't know if there is more than one chipboard pack, but they're from the chipboard pack that I was able to get anyways. I basically just pulled out a few elements in each of the colors that you see in the rainbow. So a couple pink and then yellow, green, and blue. And then these tags, which I thought kind of look like bookmarks. And that's what the picture is me with a book that I was reading. And so I thought that those kind of worked in lieu of a bookmark. Yeah. And then you can see I started to kind of tuck things in and realized the more tucking that I do, the less you get to see of all of them. So I sort of changed my approach from everything kind of getting tucked in by the picture to now everything just having its own place so that you can see it all. So there are the chipboard elements, and there are a couple of elements from the die cut pack too. I got the strawberry lemonade die cut pack, so it's all in the reds and yellows and peaches and oranges. I don't know if there was one that was in the blues and greens. If there is, I would love to get my hands on it. And then I kind of feel like I have a complete set of ephemera for the sherbet papers that I got, but they're huge. There's so much stuff in them. So I'm kind of happy that I got those. And then I also threw in those puffy stickers. Those are from Pink Fresh Studio. I think the collection's called Keep It Real. Could be Keeping It Real. But yeah, it kind of had some of the matching pinks and the matching blue. And I think I pulled a yellow and some green as well. So I basically got all of the colors covered in that one little puffy sticker sheet, which was really good. And I just wanted to have sort of the different textures. I know I say that all the time, but it just kind of makes it really interesting for your eye when it's looking around the page and it's taking in all of the information, and everything is just a little bit different. It shines a little different. It catches the light a little bit differently. It lies on the paper a little bit differently. And so it just adds all of that interest into your layout. So I'm doing things a little bit backwards here. I probably should have done the stamping first, but this is when I started to kind of realize that I didn't want to add any more things. I didn't want to add anything that would really cover up the background. So that was definitely my intention, to do exactly what Christy did and just start layering and layering and layering and building this sort of beautiful cluster. And yeah, then I kind of chickened out. Well, no, I didn't chicken out. I just really didn't want to cover up all of the colors. So I thought I'll pull out my stamps, and at least that way, a lot of my stamps that I was picking were either little words or, thinner phrases, or stamps that were kind of open, so they didn't fully cover up the colors in the background. And these are all just bookish stamps that I have. I keep them all together in my little book journal, which I keep teasing you guys and saying that I'm going to do a video on my book journal, but life has just been so crazy hectic that I haven't really been keeping up with my book journal, unfortunately. I'm doing really good with my Goodreads, and I'm kind of right on pace to do 52 books this year, which it's a little bit less than I usually do, but it's a lofty goal when your life is kind of busy right now and things are a little bit chaotic. So, oh, did you notice that? I went to open up my pink ink and it was blue inside. I don't know when that happened, but I did go back and get my pink. Anyways, so yes, so I have not been keeping up with my book journal, but I will. I keep all my bookish stuff kind of together. So there you can see the different inks that I used. And here is the Wild Whisper stamp that I used. And these ones are from Finders Keepers. And then these are just some generic bookish ones that I got from somewhere. I don't really remember where. These ones, those were Brandy Kincaid stamps that were made. Yeah, I have a few booky stamps. They're kind of fun to use. They're all a little bit different. So I just stamped a few different things in each of those matching colors. And then that way I have a little bit more detail and a little bit more kind of to my layers without fully covering everything up. And then so here I'm just going to put a little bit of twine. Again, I didn't really want to add anything that had too much color or kind of take away from the details. So I just used some jute twine that I had, really basic and kind of rustic, and it doesn't stand out too much. And then I decided to go through all of my sequins. You don't actually see all the sequins that I have because it took me a while to kind of go through them all and find the packs that I thought matched really well. But I did find pinks, yellows, greens, and blues that I thought worked really good. All of them come from SpiegelMom Scraps. Some of them are exclusive to Wild Whisper and others are in Jody's store. So I'll link both of those so you can go and check that out. And then I just added a cute little title. It says read, relax, repeat. I'm actually sitting in my hammock when I took this selfie, so I was kind of hiding from the kids and reading my book and relaxing a little bit. So I thought that was a quick, simple, easy title. Those are with Paige Evans' little kind of puffy sticker alphas. And then I finished it up with a splash of gold Heidi Swapp color shine. And that's it. That's my layout. Look at how pretty it sparkles. I'm so in love with this. I really, really love how it turned out. It might be a new favorite. So there are no stills at the end because I'm going to do a wrap-up video on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Go and check out the links for Kristen and Moira and Shannon and Christy and Sheila. They're all down below. And subscribe if you haven't already. I would super appreciate that. And until tomorrow, happy scrapping. Bye.